Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we're going to go ahead and do a reading for you. This is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So just take what's going to resonate with you. If it does not fit or resonate, then no worries. It may not be for you. Keep in mind that sometimes the roles can also be reversed. So if it does feel like it's picking up on someone around you or perhaps a love interest connected to you, that can definitely be the case as well. So if you do resonate with the reading, there will also be an extended, and you can find the link for that down below. And lastly, if you are new here, we have our big bowl of names, cities, countries, life path numbers, zodiac signs, and more that we will pull from the bowl to get some specifics for specific people. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. So what can I channel here for Sagittarius? So Spirit, please tune me in, use me as a clear channel for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I trust that this message will find whoever needs to hear it. Anyone who will come across this reading, if they feel pulled or drawn to the title or the thumbnail, I trust that this will find them at the right time. Please allow me to be as detailed as possible for Sagittarius and what I can channel and what they need to know. I am seeing a rainbow here, so it could be some type of recovery or healing. We have the sun. Wow, so beautiful card here, the sun. I'm hearing immediately Spirit say, don't sweat it, don't worry. Temperance at the bottom. So with the reference of the rainbow as well, it feels like some type of crisp linen. I don't know why that's coming up, but you know, like those air fresheners, or it smells like fresh cotton or fresh linen. That's what I'm smelling here. So that could resonate with somebody, but it's also the feeling of coming into crispness or purity. And I feel like you are getting ready here, Sagittarius, to set a new foundation in your life. And again, with the reference of the clearance kind of, or the purity, with temperance as well. I feel like I'm also hearing bridges are being, or gaps are being filled in. So with temperance being also a card that can sometimes refer to mending, healing, reconciliations, in whatever way this will be here for you, it feels like what you kind of felt was insurmountable, or what you kind of had felt was holes or like potholes in the ground, somehow things are being filled. And I do feel like this is bringing in a form of happiness, almost like a feeling of liberation and happiness. I'm also hearing Libra. So some of you could have Libra in your chart, or this could be about a Libra, or in Libra season, which is right around the corner. And I'm also hearing too, this may be a time for you, Sagittarius, to really spread your wings, doing things that you really didn't feel that you either had the courage to do, the time to do, the resources to do. And it feels like you're being asked here to spread your wings and fly. And there's some type of waking up here too, almost like being jolted awake. So are we going to take all of those? I don't think I'm going to take all of them. Okay, I guess so. We have the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. I'm hearing also carve your own path. So yeah, there's a lot of messages here coming up for you when it comes to carving your own path, doing things your own way. And I feel like this is maybe causing a bit of an uncomfortable feeling of change here in your environment. Some of you could even be just really kind of letting people know around you what it is that you want in your life. And if it's not really matching up to that, it's like it's time for the change. So this could be in a few different ways. It could be in a relationship, it could be in the workplace, or anything else that is relevant. And it feels like, you know, you are being pushed beyond in order to release those limitations or those limiting situations here, with the number 10 and the number 1 here. And I feel like if anything has tried to hold you back or restrain you or control you, I feel like this is, again, you kind of being able to break free from those reins. Okay. But I want to get a little bit more specifics here and see. I'm also being told that you may have somebody, for some reason I'm being shown they're whispering in your ear. I don't know what that's about here. Somebody could whisper something in your ear, or there's almost like a bit of a secret being exposed, or something that's going to be revealed here to you, maybe a confession of some sort. And it feels like you may have not had kind of what you wanted for a little bit of time. You may have been sort of in a space where, like with these horses and how the sun is out and the orange energy, it may have looked more like this, like your relationships or your situation looked more like kind of dull, or like you couldn't really have that certain thing that you were striving for, or that certain relationship to work out. And I feel like this is, again, sort of putting glue. I keep getting like references of glue, of mending things, of repairing things. So yes, this is a temperance type of energy. And it doesn't even have to be only about something external. For some of you, it can also be something internal. You're putting the glue kind of on your own wounds, or you are somehow wrapping things up here in your life to, you know, like this Ace of Wands was not available before. It was kind of like this Ace of Wands in reverse, where it somehow didn't have the confidence to proceed, or didn't have the resources to move forward. So now it's kind of like this is something where at the end of this let me see. So we have your career and business path is being guided by a higher power at this time. You are being asked to have faith and to utilize your abilities, as this will help your endeavors to grow and prosper. Yeah, so for a lot of you, I mean, there could be a love message in here too, we will see. But for a lot of you, this is mainly about your career, I feel. And I'm being shown somebody studying, like putting glasses on, studying something. So if you are enrolling in some kind of course or studying, this is a clear sign that the efforts that you're putting in and the movement that you're making is divinely guided in your career and business. And I'm hearing it can get you out of a rut. Could even be, for a few people, a 10-year rut or a 10-year cycle, something which you felt like you just were kind of in a drought of some kind, or you couldn't really get anything going in the business department or money. And it's kind of they're showing me sort of, yeah, so career and business again. Within this year, you will be highly recognized within your career and business endeavors. Abundance will surely follow. So yeah, very clear sign here for you, Sagittarius. Some of you could be on the cusp of Scorpio, but very clear sign here for you that your career and business will prove to be very successful here. So maybe even by the end of this year. Someone you have grown suspicious of will prove that they can be trusted. And that's the thing too. I'm getting a sense of that's sort of like the whispering energy I had seen with the Wheel of Fortune too. A lot of very positive cards for you, but it's almost like one thing after the other, you know? So it's like when your career starts to take off or when certain things align for you, it kind of begins to, again, seal the wounds or to sort of illuminate other parts of your life, like the people, the relationships, the other parts of your life will kind of also be glued together, if that makes sense. So it's like an all in all, it feels like this time period for you is about mending, healing, patching up, gluing things back together, but not that you're taking the old and you're kind of gluing the old back together. It's a part of that, but it's also that you are entering into a time where like now you can pursue this. What is this here? Someone you have grown suspicious of. Well, so what about love, Sagittarius? What about love? I don't know why all these cards are flying out. We have the Queen of Cups, the Hierophant, the Eight of Cups, and the Devil. Yeah, so this is definitely confirming, I think for a lot of you, this is somebody who you have a connection to, who you have been a little bit wary of. You've been suspicious of them. Your emotions could have been a little bit all over the place. You've been wondering. I feel like this is an all in all kind of thing that you've been dealing with for a while, where emotionally, business-wise, within yourself, it may have been a bit of a treacherous kind of road where you felt that the efforts you were trying to make to sort of move forward, they were contained within. And I think with the Sun here, a lot is being illuminated in your life, and there may be somebody who is something's going to be shown to you through spirit. So this could be through a dream, this could be through some type of premonition you're going to have, something which feels very powerfully connected to spirit. It could even be just like some type of spiritual awakening that you're having, or this sudden, I don't know what it is, some type of sudden illumination with the Sun that you have the answer that you've been looking for. And it feels like it is about a person, a relationship, something that you've been worried about. Remember I said right when I opened the reading, everything's going to be okay, or something came up about that, to not sweat it. I also had been shown a rainbow. So I feel like they want you to uncross your arms. I'm hearing uncross your arms and to let it in. It feels like this Devil could be a little bit of unnecessary fears and worries that you've been having. I feel like this Eight of Cups and the Devil is something old with the world that you are closing out. But for some, it could just be like it says here, suspicion or some cycle that you've been involved in, which feels like it's coming from like almost a place of darkness. It's I don't know, it's something where you again, it's like that feeling where you're putting a close or a cap on the way that you used to do things. Three of Swords. I'm hearing actually this could be a little bit tricky because they're showing me that there's actually two different choices that you can make, which appears to be in love, because we have the Lovers here too at the bottom. There's been somebody who's been very flaky around you, someone who may be very inconsistent. You've been suspicious of them. I'm being shown a soap opera, so it's like with the Lovers here too, could even be a love triangle for a few of you. Something which feels like it's been like, again, the feeling of it is like almost like a black hole of worry and concern. You know, what is this person up to, or where is this relationship going? Or the soap opera of this whole situation. And it feels like it's more than just about the person. This may have been a cycle that you were in, something which, again, I don't know how else to put it, something which kind of sucked you into this black hole, or kind of kept you from the truth. And I think with the Hierophant here, it's like the light of a higher source is shining on you with this here as well. And it's not only about your career, it's actually going to, they're taking me back to the message about laying a foundation with the sun. Now you can lay a foundation which is not going to be built on this devil's energy, this kind of darkness here. So, but yes, there may be two pathways, or there could have been two different pathways that you, or maybe somebody around you, could have chosen. And I'm hearing that this is actually not finalized. It's going to finalize in the next few months or so. I'm being told something where it's in the works right now. See, these kind of wanted to fly out and then they flew back in. Forgiveness, here and now, self-care, and chemistry. So forgiveness is a really big part of what you're moving through. It feels like I'm hearing that will get the ball rolling. For a very specific few people, you may want to go to like a couples therapy, I'm seeing, or maybe just seeing a therapist yourself. Something of forgiving, letting go, diving really deep into the shadow side of yourself is actually going to kind of lift up a connection, or lift up a situation in your life that has been either too painful to kind of look at, or has just been built on a lot of, like, I can see this being like a long-term relationship for a few, but not everyone, or a marriage, and maybe things got really tough for a while, but you are either going to kind of work through it through therapy, or just forgiving yourself for the mistakes of this connection, or what you may have trusted somebody who didn't treat you well, or whatever that could be. The sun and the Hierophant brings that light out of that tough cycle. So if you've been feeling a bit down for a while, or you've been even feeling like nothing I do is working, or nothing I do is helping my life to move forward, it actually could have been a rut, is like, I don't know what else other word to use, a rut that you were in, which felt like it was kind of a never-ending thing. But it feels like the work that you've done to kind of get out of that rut, or the work that is being done spiritually, is going to snowball into other things in your life becoming better, you know, career, love, everything kind of. So we have apology, and we have protected at the bottom. And I'm noticing we do have here, yeah, so abundance and fate. So a lot of like really good energy coming in for you. I'm seeing a card actually from the deck that I just created. It's the Haunted Heart Oracle. I don't have it yet, but they're showing me a deck or a card from there, which is called the Swamp Monster. And it says something about how a relationship has been through many highs and lows, and someone is ridden with guilt because of their part of the drama. So that is a swamp monster coming back to apologize to you, which again, for a lot of you, feels like it's a long-term connection, or of course it won't be for everyone, but for a lot of you, it kind of does feel that way. A long-term connection, or something which is just, maybe you've known them for a very long time, but for most, it's like a long-term connection between the two of you, and something to where they've put an end to the troubles of what they have kind of went through within themselves in order to bring forth an apology to you. So what about this person then? So what about them? We have celebration. So great time in your life, all coming to fruition, an accomplishment, things progress with ease. Yeah, so again, with a celebration here, it feels like there will be a lot to celebrate. And it seems like it's connected to this love partner of yours as well. Someone could have, I don't know what they did here. They could have, completed like a rehab program. That's just an example. They could have graduated from something. They could have just accomplished something to put an end to the troubles. And it feels like that's connected to the two of you and the apology that they want to bring you. Them being at this point here of wrapping something up. We have sucker for you. Sorry, I don't know why my throat has been scratchy here today. We have you are their weakness, head over heels in love, feeling like a kid again, anything for you. So, you seem to have somebody here who will do anything for you, somebody who seems to be a sucker for you. We will look more at them in the extended. What do they feel for you? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely somebody who wants to work on things with you. Pretty clear message here. Eight of Wands, and here's the rainbow. So yeah, lots of recovery, lots of healing, apologies, working on things, blockages being removed, the two eights. And I'm hearing that if this person did hold back on how they felt about you, or they may have held back on the work that they needed to do. Again, it could have been something that they had personally going on. It could have been something that was damaging your connection or the potential between the two of you. And they finally did it, whatever that is. They finally accomplished it. They looked it in the eyes and accomplished it. So the sun could actually be for some of you also a bit of a vice versa situation. I don't know if maybe for a few people you work together, or again, you could be married. Something where the two of you together could be having a lot of accomplishments, but that won't be the case for everyone. But the sun feels like kind of a massive self-healing, self-realization that is happening between the two of you and also for you. So yeah, someone that you thought that you could not trust, someone you thought that they were never going to change, they actually will. Yes, Queen of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. I'm hearing the song, it's called Only for You. Heartless Bastards. I'm not sure if that's the artist. I think it is. Only for You. And I'll open my heart only for you, only for you. Yeah, this is somebody who seems to be like really crazy about you. Somebody who does seem to have a lot of love for you. So I'm going to look at them in the extended. We're going to see what it is that they're feeling more in depth. We're going to see what their intentions are for you, why they're going to apologize or what they're going to say to you. We're going to see what the future is between the two of you, and then we will get a few cards for your business as well, and just see kind of what's ahead for you, Sagittarius. So let me get one card to summarize kind of the outcome or what you need to know about this situation, and then I'll pull a few of the little notes from two different bowls. We have this person will act hot and cold with you, towards you, to test the strength of your self-respect and boundaries. If you are not treated the way that you deserve, your beliefs, actions, and decisions towards them must change. So that's what this whole reading feels to be, with the cycle, the sun, the world, some cycle that felt like you had repeated the same story with somebody over and over again. And it feels like some of you have not decided, because we have this card, you have outgrown this person, relationship, yet they keep holding you back by thinking about you. Cut the cords and recognize how far you've grown with the Queen of Swords here. So yeah, for some, it's like you are coming to the decision about whether or not it's enough for you. And others of you have actually already done this, set boundaries. And that has been the catalyst for this person to do whatever it is that they're doing, to want to put the work into your connection again. And I'm hearing Spirit say you have to be really not understanding, you have to be really decisive about what it is that you want right now. So someone could be from the south, or whatever that could mean for you. The direction of south could mean something for you. We have second choice. So yeah, like I said, there is two, for some of you, there's been two different options. And it could be, for some, if that is resonating, it could even be that they chose somebody else initially over you, and then now you're a second choice. And that could, of course, be where you have to decide if that's something that you're willing to do. It could be that they are your second choice. You could have two people, two options. We have party. So look at that on top of celebration. So yeah, there's a party coming up. You may actually have a party with this person, or you may go to a party. But there's also like a celebration definitely coming up. We have crying. So if you are crying over outgrowing this connection and that's your choice, then let it out. Maybe that's even a celebration for some of you. If it's been a very unhealthy connection, maybe you're kind of celebrating the fact that you've moved on, or that you've been able to have this ending or divorce or whatever it could be. And even though it could be bittersweet, it's also going to help you to cut the cords and release that. We have lusty and manipulative. So again, we will look more at them, but on top of the sucker for you card, I mean, it could be this person has either been very lusty towards you. They could have a tendency to be head over heels about you, but it's more of like a lustful way, or, something with the devil here. So you'll know better about who this person is and what they're like. If it's somebody that has constantly manipulated you, then this could be that you have outgrown them. We have fling. So yeah, I don't know if there's maybe been like an affair going on for a few people. Not sure why it's on top of career and business. Some of you could have been distracted because of a fling, and you're getting back on track because of for your business and career, which was something that held you back because of somebody that, you had these emotions for, or maybe you met somebody through work and it was a fling. We have ocean on top of Queen of Cups. So yeah, some of you could, maybe you have water in your chart, or you're spending time near the ocean, or the ocean could be very healing for you, even just listening to ocean waves, salt bath, something like that. We have missing. So yeah, someone's missing you, or this is the missing piece that you had about someone that you were suspicious of is going to be proven again that you can trust them. Maybe there's two people here for some. We have 1 month and we have close. So yeah, this is happening very close. What is this card? Apology. So the apology is close to happening within 1 month's time. I think I did say Libra season too. We have WhatsApp. So that could be, again, very specific. Somebody could reach out to you on WhatsApp, or there's some news on WhatsApp, or something with some long distance communication on WhatsApp, something like that. I don't know what that means for you. We have golf. So somebody could also play golf. I'm not sure why it's on top of the Three of Swords. Someone's ex-lover, something better. Yeah, so for a lot of you, there is something better for you. But I just don't know if there's maybe two people involved, because it could also be vice versa. It could be one of those things where it's like this reading is a bit, the vines are all wrapped up together, Could be that someone connected to you is outgrowing something, because someone's proving to be trustworthy here. But if you do feel that you can't trust them no matter what, then that's you outgrowing it. Yellow, karmic. So your solar plexus chakra, this again could be a karmic partner definitely involved here. With the Queen of Swords, the Devil, it feels like a karmic cycle that has been going on. Solitude. So yeah, with the Sun here, you may be choosing to spend time in solitude to figure out what you want. So yeah, in the extended, we're going to look more and see, but let's go ahead and pull from our big bowl. These do not have to resonate. If they don't connect with you, then it doesn't, no worries. It's just going to be specific for a few people, and you may want to turn down the volume. It can be very loud when I shuffle these up. Okay, so we have Brooke, Angela, Tara, Guinevere, Marty, Katia, Barb, Angie, Carl with a K, Myrna, Sharon with a Y, Ashley, spelled like that, Giselle, Zach, Elna, Jupiter, Lawanda, Angel. So we have Angel, Angela, Angie. So it's definitely a name here coming through. We have Marina, Latanya, Lynn, Laura, Sharon, Suzanne, Crystal, Carrie, Miko, Claudia, Vangela. And then we have New York, Rochester. Okay, so Rochester, New York could be very specific. And that's the only location today, which is interesting. We usually get a lot. And then we have Leo Moon, Taurus Sun, 80s, someone could be born in the 80s, nurse, cashier, psychologist, chef. We have history, so you could have history with this person, or there's definitely a lot of history involved in this. And short, someone could be on the shorter side maybe, especially if it's someone who you're connecting to. So I will leave it here. I hope that this could resonate, Sagittarius. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And I will go over to the extended and comment down below if you'd like how it connected with you. I'd love to hear. And take care. Lots of love.